flaky. What's going on?
You watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night.
Hey everyone, it is Nicole from Nicole Loves Nails. Welcome to my channel if you are new around here. Hi, I am Nicole. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this video. Do consider hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy nail polish related content. I upload new videos every single week featuring both indie, mainstream, as well as boutique nail polish brands. If you are in fact a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing? I hope everyone's having a fantastic week. So today's video is for the August polish pickup. Are we in August? So for August, the theme is Marine Magic. If you are new and have no idea what Polish Pickup is a monthly indie collaboration featuring many different indie brands. They all get together and follow one specific theme, and the polishes are limited edition and only available on polishpickup.com as well as polishpickup.co.uk. The polishes are only available from Friday through Monday on the Polish Pickup website or Thursday through Sunday in the UK. And these will not be resold other places. So as per usual, I will have all the information that you will need to understand what's going on down in the description box. Down in the description box, I will also have timestamps. I will have links to the social media pages for Polish Pickup, my social media pages, as well as a link to my blog post where I host all of my swatch photos. Also on my blog post, I will have links to every single maker's website and their social media pages if you would like to support each individual maker as well. I have quite a few things to share, so let's just get into this video. First up, we have Bee's Knees Lacquer with Nothing Ever Scared Me So Much as Saying Goodbye. This polish was inspired by Porter and his love for Pearl and is described as being a sister polish to a lion with a thorn in its paw. This is a darker aqua with an orange to green shimmer as well as hollow flakies. It is priced at $13.50 for 15 ml and has a cap, well, has no cap. So this polish had a fantastic formula. The base did not feel overly thick or thin and I had zero application issues. The shimmer in here looks absolutely gorgeous paired with this base color. Like there's just something about the combination that just really blew me away. So I think this one is likely going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference and potentially your nail length. The longer your nails are, the higher the likelihood of wanting to go in for that third coat. The holographic flakies in here do not dry down textured. You will want top coat just to give this one a nice glossy finish, and removal will not be overly difficult. It will likely be a little bit messy if you scrub it off, but these will not be difficult to remove at all. Next up, we have Cameo Colors Lacquers with Swimming with Reef Backs. This polish was inspired by Subnautica, specifically the gentle giants known as reef backs. This polish is described as being a medium blue Crelly base with hints of green shimmer, blue, turquoise, green, purple, and red metallic flakes, silver hollow flakies, as well as a smattering of small hot orange and green glitters. It is priced at $11.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 105 bottles. Swimming with Reef Backs had a fantastic formula. It does start off a little bit sheer, so you'll want to build this one up for opacity. The glitters and flakies in here do not give off very much texture. I was good with just one coat of top coat and this seemed to smooth it out really nicely. This polish really screams like oceanic vibes for me. The silver hollow flakes in here are very holographic. As with all of the brand's polishes that have these kind of component in it, like out in the sunlight, you're gonna get like this bam holographic in your face. It's very beautiful. I swatched this one in 3 coats plus both glossy and matte top coats. I think this one might be a solid 3 coater. It was just a tiny bit sheer in 2 coats, so depending on nail length, probably 3 coats. I don't see removal for this polish being overly difficult, but you know, I never recommend scrubbing off nail polish anyway. Next up, we have Color Spectrum Polish with Shimmery Tangs. This polish was inspired by Yellow Tangfish and is described as being a yellow jelly with red, green, blue, and purple aurora and iridescent flakies. It is priced at $12.50 for 13 ml and has a cap of 115 bottles. Shimmery Tangs had a really great formula. This one starts off very sheer and pretty much stays that way, so you'll definitely want to build this one up for the most opacity or use it like as a topper. The shimmer and flakes in here are very glowy and really pretty, And while I do wish this one was just a tiny bit more opaque, I will say that the sheerness of the base does really give you a lot of just like sparkle goodness on letting the flakies in the shimmer really just like show out. So those flakies do spread very evenly and easily without giving off any texture. I did get out a couple of larger flakes out on the nail. I will say that this really gorgeous like yellow base did make my hands pull just a tiny bit more warm tone than they normally look. But like I still thought this one was really gorgeous. As you can tell that like I just have so much footage of me just staring at my nails. I don't know. I really like yellow polishes, and I feel like this brand always does a really great yellow polish. So I swatched this one in 3 coats plus a glossy top coat. Nothing in here is going to dry down texture or be overly difficult to remove. Next up, we have Crystal Knockout with Sea Serendipity. This polish was inspired by beachgoers enjoying an ocean sunset, and it's described as being a silver holographic base with a vibrant pink shimmer glow, silver reflective glitter, holographic flakies in purple and gold, holographic micro glitter in gold and pink, as well as aqua iridescent flakies. It is priced at $12 for 15 ml and has no cap. This polish had a really great formula. It was on the thicker side of normal, but what I would expect from a polish that has both regular glitter as well as silver reflective glitter. Speaking of those glitters do dry down fairly textured. You will definitely want to double up on your top coat with this polish. I opted for a glitter smoothing top coat before going in with my quick dry top coat, and as per usual, all of the top coats and base coats that I use are linked down in the description box. So the glitters in here are so ridiculously sparkly. Like, look at how sparkly that is. That is just in like natural sunlight. Like, I didn't add any extra flash. Like, it is just so sparkly. Removal on this one is going to be on the more difficult side if you choose to scrub it off. Why you would do that, I do not know. And also, I think this one is likely going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on how you feel about visible nail line. I will say in 3 coats, I did have some visible nail line, but there was just so much going on with this polish that like it was very easy to ignore it, just because like in every lighting there was this like poo 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 all over the place. It was just like sparkles and gorgeousness. Next up, we have Fair Maiden polish with Salt Critter. Fair Maiden polish was inspired by a cute little marine life that exists in the sea, and it is described as being eccentric, bright, and earthy chartreuse with a red to orange flame. It is priced at $12 for 15 ml and has no cap. Salt Critter had a fantastic formula. It does start off fairly sheer, but I found it in 3 coats. It reaches like 90, maybe 95% opacity. There was just something about the shimmer paired with the base color for this polish that I found like irresistible. Like, the brightness from the base screams summer, but paired with the shimmer, it's also like giving me some fall vibes as well. I just really liked how this one looked. I did not personally experience staining with this polish. However, I did notice during my live swatch when I wasn't wearing any base coat that I did have to just scrub the polish off of my nail just to get all the yellow off a little bit more. So I would say if your nails are prone to staining, to potentially double up on your base coat or just make sure to wear base coat with this polish. So I swatched this one in 3 coats. I did have some visible nail line, which you can kind of see peaks of it at certain angles. But I think this is the kind of visible nail line that I feel like is ignorable depending on how annoyed you get by seeing visible nail line. Next up, we have Heather's Hues with Jelly Time. Heather's Hues was inspired by bioluminescent jellyfish, and this polish is described as being a dusty indigo crelly base filled with red, orange, pink iridescent flakes, as well as a touch of violet hollow sparkle. It is priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has no cap. This polish had a pretty good formula. I did find it to be on the thicker side of normal. I did end up dropping a few drops of thinner into this one. I used the KBShimmer one, and that made application a lot easier. I don't know for sure if the difficult with application that I had was due to the heat and humidity the day I was swatching this one. I highly suspect that that is the case, but just a heads up. And I did let the maker know about my issues with application. So in my original notes, I wrote that the base color on this one was like a navy inky blue with just like a hint of purple. I can see like the dusky indigo, but this is a really gorgeous base, and I just love how the flakies look in here. The holographic sparkle is on the more subtle side, but I could still see it very easily in various light sources. So my full hand swatches for this polish show it in 3 coats plus both glossy and matte top coat. I do think it's going to be a 2 to 3 coater. I did not personally experience any staining with this polish. However, I would definitely recommend wearing base coat with it if your nails are prone to staining. And removal will not be overly difficult, but the flakies likely will be a little bit messy. Alright, so I also have a couple of non-nail polish items to share with you all. So the first non-nail polish item I have to share is by Heather's Hues, and this is her What Is This Sorcery Lotion in the scent Mermaid Magic. So Heather describes this one as a magical blend of fresh strawberry, sweet raspberry, and juicy pineapple with spun sugar on a base of vanilla with hints of musk. It is priced at $7.50 for 2 ounces and has a cap of 60 jars. So when I saw that this one, I did not know what to expect for it to smell like. Like, I knew it was probably gonna smell good, but I didn't know. Oh yeah, it's good. So this scent on here, I definitely smell that super sweet base and like fresh fruity strawberries and raspberry. I'm not picking up pineapple, but I am picking up like a strawberry or a raspberry scent in there, like on a very super sweet base. You all know fruity and sweet are the scents that I gravitate towards, so yeah, I really like this one. The only reason I'm not buying a backup of this one is because I'm literally drowning in lotion because I can't stop buying lotion already, and yeah. So yeah, highly recommend picking this one up. And as always, if you are allergic to nuts, I would not recommend this one as it does have sweet almond oil in it. But this is like my favorite lotion that I actually should be wearing because I washed my hands right before I started recording, so hold on. Oh yeah, it smells so good. Oh yeah. Like if I'm addicted to anything, it's lotion. So here is the jar. This is what it looks like. As always, ignore my nails. And this just smells absolutely phenomenal. I love the way this lotion feels. Like if you go in for a small amount, it does not feel greasy at all. If you are like me and you really slap it on, it will be on the more heavy side if you use a lot, but you can definitely use a small amount and it looks fantastic. I just wanted to really quickly compare the KBShimmer polish for polish pickup over here with the newly released, well, when this is up, it was released, polish by KBShimmer called Rock the Float. They are not dupes. They are very similar, but I can see a difference in the shimmer in person. This one seems to have more of a coolish kind of tone. I am seeing some purple in there, and the shimmer also seems like it might be slightly larger in particle size. Next up, we have KBShimmer with Jelly Much. This polish was inspired by jellyfish and is described as being a pink leaning cherry base loaded with color shifting shimmer. It is priced at $12 for 15 ml and has no cap. So this polish had a fantastic formula. It did not feel overly thick or thin, and I had 0 application issues. So for this polish, you can really see the pink in the base in like the first and the second coats. I found that with the third coat, it definitely looks a lot more red in tone. So for my full hand swatches, I did swatch this one in 3 coats. I did also have some visible nail line with it. In direct lighting, it's going to be more obvious, but the shimmer in here is just so strong and glowy. This is a really nice golden orangey kind of tone to it that I do think that the shimmer will distract from your visible nail line, but you will still have some with it even after 3 coats. Nothing in here is clearly going to dry down texture or be difficult to remove. I would recommend base coat just to prevent any staining. Next up for non-nail polish items, I have the Sugar Scrub from KBShimmer, and I also did not pull out what it is. Hold on.
A few moments later.
So for KBShimmer this month, the scent is Salt Water and Mermaids. So the brand describes this one as a sweet scent that captures the essence of mermaids with a fresh, watery green fragrance. Delicate notes of ocean mist and seagrass combined with agave nectar and coconut milk for a fruit-like fragrance that they can't quite describe. So where the Heather's Hues lotion was this like sugary, fruity sweetness, this one definitely has like ocean vibes with like sweetness on top of like a oceany kind of fragrance. It's definitely, yeah, it definitely gives like oceany vibes, and it looks really cool too. Here is what it looks like. I was a little surprised that this month there wasn't, like, normally there's like a swirl of color, and mine did not have any swirl to it, but like, I'm not mad at it. It smells fantastic. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm bringing this one up into my bathroom because I want to start using it. The KBShimmer Sugar Scrub is like my favorite sugar scrub in the entire world. This is the one that like I reach for and purchase constantly. The texture on it, it feels, you know, like sugar. So it is coarse, but if you while you're using, if you want to like make it less coarse, you can add just like a little bit of water to your hand and just scrub away. So for this sugar scrub, I love using it for manicures, pedicures, as well as all over body. And just a heads up about this lotion. As you can see, it was kind of hot in here, so some of the, let's see if you can see it, some of the oils have kind of like seeped around in there. So if you pick this one up and it comes like liquefied with just like sugar crystals, pop it in your refrigerator and it will firm right up. When I have a jar that I'm not currently using, I store all of mine in the refrigerator, and I don't have any issues with it that way. Just a little pro tip. Hey everyone, so I completely forgot that KBShimmer actually has a third item this month. This month they are also going to be having their nail polish thinner in the polish pickup shop. I love their nail polish thinner. If you watch my videos, you've heard me say multiple times recently that it has been super hot and humid where I live, and I've been having to add nail polish thinner to my polishes to decrease some of the thickness that's caused due to just like the environmental stuff. So the nail polish thinner has been sitting on my swatch table right over there. You can see it over there. I've been keeping it out with like my lotions and top coats and base coats because like it has been a polish saver this summer season. Like I am so over summer. The nail polish thinner is compatible with all of your indie plus mainstream nail polishes. It is 5-free polish friendly. It is also glitter polish friendly. So you won't have any issues with the nail polish thinner like causing your glitters to curl or melt, like nail polish thinners that have like heptane in them. So you get a 4-ounce bottle for 7 ounces, which is a fantastic value. That bottle will last you a very, very long time. Next up we have Music City Beauty with I'm So Jelly. This polish was inspired by jellyfish and is described as being an orange jelly base with a red to gold shifting microflake as well as hollow flakes. It is priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. I'm So Jelly had a fantastic formula. The base did not feel overly thick or thin, and I had 0 application issues. For some reason, the color of this was reminding me of Tang. Like, I haven't seen or had Tang in a long time, but like I was saying to myself, this is like a Tang orange. But yeah, it's a beautiful, bright, like fun sunshine. No, I guess sunshine isn't orange, but it's a very bright and beautiful polish. And paired with that shifting shimmer, the shifting shimmer to my eye was mainly like a strong orangey gold. It is really, really beautiful. For my full hand swatch, I did swatch this one in 3 coats. I did find that it seemed to dry down just a tiny bit more sheer than it applied. So if you have much of a free edge to speak of, this one will likely be a solid 3-coater on you. No issues on removal, and I did not experience any staining. Next up we have Night Owl Lacquer with Water Bears. This polish was inspired by water bears, and it is described as being a clear base filled with a mint green reflective glitter pigment, purple, pink, gold, and green shifting shimmer, as well as crystal chameleon flakies. It is priced at $13 for 15 ml and has no cap. This polish had a really fantastic formula. The base did not feel like overly thick despite having reflective pigment in it that tends to thicken polishes up, but I did not find this one to be like super thick. So to my eye in person, I do feel like it has a very minty green kind of feel to it on the nail once you build this one up due to that reflective glitter pigment. I did find that I was able to see the green and silver reflex in person very easily without needing like a phone flash. And also because this one is in a clear base, you can also use this one as a topper as I am showing here. But personally, I really like this one built up in 3 coats. The reflective glitters do give this polish quite a bit of texture, so I did also pair it with a glitter smoothing top coat before going in with my quick dry top coat. Removal will also be on the more difficult side. Do not try to scrub this one off. You'll be in it for a very sad time. I used a peel-off base coat, but you could also soak this one off fairly easily. Next up we have Pretty Beautiful Unlimited with Sea Dragon. This polish was inspired by the leafy sea dragon and is described as being a purple jelly base packed with a pink to gold shifting shimmer, gold and purple reflective glitters, as well as 2 different types of chameleon flakies. It is priced at $13 for 15 ml and has no cap. Sea Dragon had a pretty good formula. It was very much on the thicker side. I do think this one is likely going to be a solid 3-coater just because I found the base to be just a little bit patchy in 2 coats, but I might have been being just a little bit picky as well. The flakies and reflective glitters are pretty much the star of the show for this polish. I feel like they overshadowed the shimmer effect just a tiny bit, but the reflective glitters are super duper sparkly as you're seeing here. I had a hard time pinpointing specifically what colors that I was seeing, but I was seeing more than just like a silver twinkle in person. As I mentioned, I did swatch this one in 3 coats. I think it will likely be a 3-coater. Removal is going to be extremely difficult if you even think about scrubbing this polish off, soak it off, or use a peel-off base coat. And so the final non-nail polish item that I have to share is by Pretty Beautiful Unlimited, and this is a wax melt. So the brand describes this one as a delightful blend of tropical fruits and sugared oranges, lemons, limes with hints of exotic tropical florals and mountain greens. It is priced at $6 for 2.5 ounces and has no cap. So this month's scent definitely smells orangey. I am personally not a huge fan of orangey scent. Like, it's not my favorite citrus in the whole world, but I do find that the blend of other fruits and fragrances in here makes this very enjoyable for me as someone who doesn't love orange scented things. I find the scent throw for Pretty Beautiful Unlimited on their wax melts is always phenomenal. I particularly really love these because like down in the summer we have like the AC units and the fans going, and I do still find that even though I have my AC unit going, that I still get a fantastic scent throw. I recorded my quick little video of this one melting, let's see, when am I getting this, like two weekends ago? 1 weekend ago? I don't remember. But it was a while ago, and like I still have like the 1 cube going in my wax warmer there, and like the scent is still phenomenal in here. But I always really enjoy the wax melts by this brand. I always find that the scent throws on there are all phenomenal. They do come with glitter on them just in case you do not like glitter. Just a little pro tip for cleaning out your wax warmer if you're not using a little silicone liner in your little dish. If you want to clean it out very easily, just chuck a cotton ball in there and the cotton ball will soak up all of the wax and you don't like burn your fingers or anything. Just a little pro tip. I will have a link down in the description box to the wax warmers that I use in my house in case anyone doesn't have a wax warmer and wants to pick one up. But you can buy them at like Walmart, Target, and those kind of places. They're very accessible all over the place. Next up we have Sassy Sauce Polish with Wet Spot. This polish was inspired by Aquaman, and it is described as being a super shifty turquoise jelly base with gold reflective glitter. At some angles you will see a purpley pink shift, and at other angles a gold copper / green shift. It is priced at $13 for 15 ml and has a cap of 500 bottles. Wet Spot had a fantastic formula. It does start off fairly sheer, so you will definitely want to build this one up for the most opacity. I do think it will likely be a solid 3-coater to really cover up your visible nail line. However, in 3 coats, depending on lighting, I could see just like hints of my visible nail line in person. The shimmer in here is super strong and super glowy, and it just looks so gorgeous paired with this base color plus like the gold reflective glitter. And I was able to see those gold reflex in person in both natural direct sunlight, as well as like little twinkles of it just in like my lighting here in my nail room. The reflective glitters in here do give this polish a bit of texture, so I did pair this one with a glitter smoothing top coat before going with my quick dry top coat. I don't know if that will be 100% necessary because I was very surprised that this one did not feel like as textured as other reflective glitter polishes I've tried, but just to be on the safe side, I did pair it with 2 coats of top coat. Removal will be on the more difficult side if you opt to scrub this one off. I would not recommend it. And I had no issues with staining. Next up we have Sweet and Sour Lacquer with Don't Fear the Reefer. This polish was inspired by coral reefs and is described as being a black jelly base with pink to green iridescent flakes, as well as pink, green, gold metallic iridescent flakes, red metallic flakes, as well as silver holographic micro flakes. It is priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. This polish had a fantastic formula. All of the flakes spread very evenly and easily and do not give off any real noticeable texture. 1 coat of top coat and you will be like just fine as far as gloss factors go. There is just something about a black base with like colorful flakies in it that immediately just like gets my soul, and I just love the way this color looked. I do think this one is likely going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your nail length and personal preference. I feel like I was being a little bit picky by going in for a 3rd coat for my full hand swatches, so I think this will probably be a 2 coater on most people. The flakies will not be like super difficult to remove. They probably will be on the bit more messy side if you opt to scrub this one off. And the final polish that I have to share is by Twisting Nether Lacquer, and this one is called Leafy Sea Dragon. This polish was inspired by the Leafy Sea Dragon and is described as being a shifty polish with hollow micro flakes. It is priced at $13.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 209 bottles. Leafy Sea Dragon had a fantastic formula. As you are seeing here, it is pretty sheer. You will definitely want to build this one up just to get the most opacity, or pair this one with like an undie or use it as a topper. The shimmer effect in here is super gorgeous. I was seeing a teal to blue to purple color shift in person and a hint of gold at like extreme angles. So I really thought that this polish was super gorgeous. My only real well, it's not really a complaint. I do wish it was just a tiny bit more opaque. But like, again, that sheerness does help the shimmer just really pop off of the nail, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So nothing in here is going to dry down textured or be difficult to remove. You will want top coat just to give it a nice glossy finish. Okay, so I've got like all of my top picks here on my lap. What's my first top pick? I think my top pick is going to be the Night Owl Lacquer polish called Water Bears. There was just something about how ridiculously pretty this one was on the nail, and so this one's going to be a top pick for that reason. Another one that's going to be a top pick for just how ridiculously pretty it was the Crystal Knockout polish. This one just looks absolutely stunning on the nails, and I just really liked how it looked. My next top pick is going to be the Pretty Beautiful Unlimited Wax Melt. I've got this one going right now actually, and it just smells so ridiculously good. I forgot how much I love like having wax melts. Lately I've been doing a lot of the Bath & Body Works wallflowers around the house, and I forgot how much I enjoy just like popping in a wax melt and just like that. Like, this one just smells fantastic, and I'm sure I said this during the video, but one thing I always appreciate about this brand's wax melts, that even when I have my AC unit going here in the nail room, that this one still has like an excellent scent throw. So yeah, really like that. My next top pick is going to be, surprise, the Heather's Hues polish. There is just something about this inky, bluish, kind almost purplish type of base, plus the what's going on? Plus the flakies that I really enjoyed. And even though I did end up having to add a little bit of nail polish thinner to this one, it didn't make me like it any less. And I will say about the nail polish thinner, I don't know if that was due to like the humidity, if it was due to it being like 100 degrees, I don't know what it was, but like I did end up adding a little bit of thinner to it, but it worked out just fine. Really gorgeous. And the flakies, they just look phenomenal in this base. And also, I didn't grab it, but the Heather's Hues lotion also smells phenomenal. You all know I always love those, but like, smells so good. My next top pick is going to be the Sweet and Sour Lacquer polish. And I'm surprised that I'm putting this on here. Like, I know that sounds terrible, but like when I saw it in the bottle and just saw that it was just a black base with flakies, I was like, meh, been there, done that. But I don't know, there was just something about this one on the nail that I just really enjoyed. I'm still super bummed that like it was raining when I was swatching this one, because like I think this would look fantastic in the sunlight. And my final top pick is going to be the Fair Maiden polish. This one is on here because this is another one that when I saw it in the bottle, I said, oh, that's pretty, but like, meh. But then when I got it on the nail, I was just like, oh wow, that is pretty. Like, wow, what are you, wow. That was like my reaction. So yeah, this one's on there for that reason. But you know, this was yet another fantastic month for polish pickup. I would love to know what you all thought of the polishes that I shared. What are you planning on picking up? Do you have your wish list ready to go? Yeah, just let me know, because I'm nosy and I like to know what everyone's planning on picking up. So thank you all so much again for watching. Do not forget